like in Chicago as you get ready for the draft process to kind of really start rolling?
It's just exciting and a fun time to really enjoy and really take in the moment and understand where you're really at. So I'm just taking it as a learning experience and a blessing, trying to get the best feeling I can get out of it. Sure.
You've been on a little bit of you played high school and then you were at OTE and then Kentucky. How would you say your path is kind of being in those different places that kind of prepared you to obviously be in another different place coming up soon?
I'd say just like playing with different players from all over the different states, so knowing different personalities, getting different coaches. So just learning different parts of the game and taking it all and taking it to the best of my ability and adding it to where I can help myself and help my teammates, and also just learn how to work with different teammates because different people have different attitudes, so you just got to learn and just keep it in folk for sure.
You really thrived in that reserve role at Kentucky this season, which probably wasn't what you were accustomed to doing before. What was kind of the key to being adaptable, and do you think NBA teams really value that?
I would say just keeping your confidence there because it's basketball at the end of the day, so whether you're starting, whether you're not, I just want to come in and play my role and do it the best I can. So if a coach wants me to do that, then I can do that. I feel like I can do whatever the coach wants me to do, whether it's pass, shoot, or clap for the teammates. So.
How was it from the start? I mean, if you would have told us from the start, at the beginning of the year, that you would have came off the bench, everybody would have probably said that you're crazy. Talk about how much from the beginning and then the efficiency, shooting 44 from three and applying that and showing that too as well.
It really started when we went to Canada and we played those teams, and it was just adversity for me. So in those 3 months I had to wait for the season, I told myself I'm gonna work my hardest and get my all and go into it with confidence, because you don't ever want to go in there and just give half of what you think you can do. So I just say focusing and understanding that my confidence is what really can help myself and my teammates.
How would you describe your development as a scorer? Have you always been someone who could just build up?
I always been on teams where I played shooting guard, once I got to AAU and high school. So instead of being a point guard, they would want me to shoot the ball. And so I just came into a custom role of shooting. But once I started 10th grade with Jeff McGinnis, that's when I first started playing point guard for real. So over the time, it's just been learning to play both, honestly.
Well, what's it like going through this experience with Reed and you guys being together here, and just talk about that experience?
It's a great experience, honestly, because that was my roommate, Kentucky. We're close. We came in, we kind of the same type of player, same type of stories, just different background stories. And that's my boy, honestly. He taught me a lot about just being poised and just helping my teammates and the little things. So I learned a lot from Reed and going through this process, because his mom, Stacy, and his dad, I love them. So it's just like family, honestly. They asked to clean out my dorm room. So yeah, for sure.
And have you talked to the Spurs yet? And what do you think about how you would fit with them, and of course Wemby?
I haven't talked to them yet, but from a standpoint of just looking at it, I feel like I would be a good fit for them, and if they want me to do it though, because anything that a team wants me to do, I feel like it can be a good fit, and that's with anything, honestly.
You mentioned playing point guard for Jeff
Guinness. How did that help prepare you for
what you're doing right now and where you're going?
Really, it just prepared me all the way, because it's Jeff McGinnis. He has a chip on his shoulder, and then also he was a point guard, a big point guard, so he taught me little things of how not to just let guards get into you when they're bigger than you. They're just the little things that help you have little intangibles over other players, and so I love Coach Jeff for sure.
Being from Hickory,
the Hornets? Obviously, are in that range. Maybe where you going to possibly get picked, and what could that be like for you if you get picked by the Hornets potentially?
I feel like any situation that they ask me to come in, I can play the role that they want me to play. So I'm not gonna say no to any team. I feel like any team that wants me to play whatever they want me to do, I can do.
For people who are not as SEC country, who are not familiar with your game, what are the qualities and traits that you would bring to a team?
I feel like I uplift my teammates. I bring confidence to the team, whether it's in the game, before the game. I try to always boost my guys. And then playmaking, I feel like I'm a great playmaker, scorer, shooter, knockdown shooter. My defense lacks at time, but I feel like when I actually give effort and I know the game plan, then I really know what to do. Sometimes I don't know the game plan and it gives me off, so then I'm I'm halfway going. But I feel like when I actually know the game plan and everything, I'm a great defender when it comes to being on the ball and terrorizing the ball for sure.
Who do you model your game after? Who do you think is like a reasonable comp for Rob Dillingham?
I mean, I don't really model my game after like no one specifically, but it's so many players that's played.
Some Kyrie Irving is like jitterbug.
Yeah, literally every point guard you can think of. I've watched Steve Nash, Kyrie, Jason Kidd, all the guards. I love every guard. I start off with passing guards, then I go to scoring guards. I just go to different sections of basketball and learn from each one of them.
What do you feel like is most like underrated about your game, where people don't misunderstand or when they evaluate you?
I'd probably say like the IQ of the game, because I feel like I've been playing for so long. Like I don't know everything, but I feel like just knowing and feeling the spots, I know where to be on the floor, and I know where people are going to be when they're playing certain. Like we're playing, say I'm coming off a screen in a row, I know that the help has to come over, and if it's the skip. So I just feel like I know basketball and I know defense. I feel like I'm just a basketball player there. So my IQ for sure.
So, how do you feel like your playmaking is? A lot of times you make the reads, you can pass it on a three, then your creativity, being able to be efficient with both. What about those two elements in your game too?
Yeah, I feel like those two elements are all right for sure. I just feel like I could be better if I slowed it down or I don't rush. I feel like sometimes I rush because I don't want contact and I try to get off the ball quicker. But I feel like once I learn how to slow down and like understand like how Jalen Brunson plays the game, but also adding mine into it, I feel like it'll be way easier, because once you get to the NBA, that's the next step. Really just learning how to play real basketball and not rush and not get back and forth, because you got to play 82 games.
How have you developed since your time at OT to now, after a year at Kentucky?
I would say I developed like just mentally, physically, and just like knowing the game and understanding like less dribbles and just knowing that if you don't have nothing in 1-2 dribbles, get the ball up. So just college basketball stuff that makes you ready for the next level, actually.
What's the biggest area of growth if you had to choose one, looking back over the last year?
I would definitely say probably just like adversity, not like getting over adversity and not like listening to negative things, and just like counting on myself and counting on my teammates and locking in with my teammates and understanding that we're a group and all the other opinions don't really matter. So really just locking in.
What was the key to your great three-point